want to have more children? Yes, I do. I said that I wanted at least 6 children. But right now, I think it's gonna be maybe like at least 3 years, maybe 4, before I have another child. So I'll probably be like 32, maybe. Yeah. Because right now it's just not possible. And I got a lot of work that I would like to do on myself, for myself. And then we also need to get these schedules and stuff in place, these systems. So yeah, my phone is about to die. But yes, I do want more children. As many as Allah allows me to have. That's how many I want. Are you going to pursue singing as a career? I don't think so. But I do want to work on my voice. I want to get better, because my voice now is not the same as it was like when I was younger. Not in a good way either. I just don't know how to use it. And then like a couple of months ago, I completely lost my voice, probably from stress. Because I wasn't sick or nothing, and I just lost it. And then when it came back, I wasn't able to use different parts of my vocal cords, so I should probably go get that checked out. Have y'all ever seen that, like where they put the camera down your nose and then it goes into your throat, and then they do like ee, and they see like how your vocal cords is vibrating? Maybe I can find a video so I can show it to y'all, show y'all what I'm talking about. But I don't know. If it's in Allah's will. Did you always want to be a mother, or as you got older you desired kids? No, I didn't always want to be a mom. I also talked about this on Sista podcast on And the Children Are Asleep. No, I did not always want children, but I did not want children. I just never thought about it. I've always had other people's children, so I've always been like a mother at heart. It's like natural for me. So like my little cousins, my god sister, all of them, I used to always have them. So yeah. And then when I came into the nation and I saw like functional families and stuff, and I'm like, oh, okay, I can do this, because I want my own now. Okay, well, actually don't know, because whenever I was in school, it was like the immature version of wanting children, like, oh, because I'm gonna dress them like X, Y, and Z. And now I'm like, bro, who finna spend all that money on this name brand stuff? We about to go to Walmart, or we about to go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, all of these places. I love clearance, like racks, little stores where you get the discounts and stuff. That's my go-to. I don't care how much money I got, I'm going to the clearance rack. So yeah. How do you keep it together being so young and a mom of 3? I built plenty of walls. I built a ton of walls, which is very unhealthy. Now that I'm in this space and I'm learning and doing some self-work and stuff, it is very detrimental to your health, to your mental health. But that's how I did it, and I wouldn't recommend it. Don't build them walls. What I would say is get you some sisters. Get you a support group. Get you some people that you can talk to who love you just as much as you love them, because you know that when they give you whatever advice, it's going to be from a place of love and consideration and stuff. So get you some sisters that you can talk to that will help you through whatever it is that you're going through. And then, I don't know, just be patient with yourself, because a lot of the times we be so hard on ourselves. And in reality, a lot of people can't do what we do. They can give all the advice they want to give, but they just can't handle it. Everybody's situation is different. Everybody's capabilities are different. So they can't tell you what they would do, how you should do it, whatever. Just I don't know. You gotta come up with that yourself, girl. You gotta come up with that yourself. Okay, I know you're married, but it seems like you are a single mom. How does that feel? So remember, these questions came months ago, like so long ago. I've been owing y'all this video for a long time. But at the time, I was in fact still married. I still am married. And like a week before I asked y'all for questions, I literally told my husband that I feel like a part-time single parent. I said part-time because I don't have to work. My husband pays all of the bills. He pays everything. Like, we don't go without. Like, he got that covered. But as far as the children, I felt like I was doing everything by myself. And I told him that. So that's interesting that you said that. And I was kind of like shook by this question whenever I first read it. But it doesn't feel good. It's stressful. But then at the same time, it's like, who are you to tell me anything? Like, I got this. I'm doing this. Like, I'm the stuff, okay? But yeah, it doesn't feel good. As a mom, what is your biggest challenge? What is your biggest triumph? So my biggest challenge would be sticking to a schedule. Getting my children into routines, like all of that stuff is hard for me. Part of the reason is I didn't grow up like that. Like I ain't had no structure. One of the reasons I came into the nation, or what drew me into the nation, is all of the structure and discipline and everything that they had, and I wanted to learn that. Okay, I wanted my life to be structured in line. But I started having children, started dealing with some mental stuff, and it's just like nothing is progressing. But I'm getting to it now. So that would be one of what'd you say? One of my biggest challenges. That my biggest triumph is when I look at my children, I can see everything that I did right, and I can see everything that I did wrong for me to be able to go back and correct it. My children feel safe. They can talk to me about anything. I did not go back on my word for any reason when it comes to my children. I do not bow when it comes to my children. Because I'm their advocate. And yes, sometimes I be afraid sometimes to speak up, but I'm like, okay, you have to do this, because if you don't, your child is going to think this is okay, and this person who's doing X, Y, and Z is going to think this is okay, and this is not okay. So some of the stuff is kind of scary, especially like when it's your family, like your granny or something like that. Yeah, it can be a bit difficult. And I want my children to be able to stand up for themselves. Like, if you feel like somebody's mistreating you or not doing you right, then you need to say something about it. You're not just gonna let this happen. And neither am I. So yeah, that would be one of my biggest, or some of my biggest triumphs. I don't have a biggest, okay? Taji is texting me right now. How do you balance being a mom and a wife? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. What was it like having your first child young? I mean, it wasn't like nothing. It was just, it's hot in here, y'all. I don't know if y'all can tell that I'm about to start sweating, but it's hot. But it wasn't like anything. It was new. And I don't think that your age, I guess if you're not capable of doing things for yourself, like financially and stuff, that makes a difference. But I personally don't feel like your age is going to change the way you feel or handle being a first-time mom, because everybody's learning. It's nothing that's going to give you, like, there's nothing out there that somebody gonna give you and say, here, this is the exact way you need to do it and it's gonna work out perfectly. Like, no. So whether you're young or old, you're going to struggle. But it's a good struggle. Like, I be so proud of myself when I overcome like little obstacles that was like, dang, like, how am I gonna get this done? How am I gonna do this, like, with no help, with little help, with the certain lifestyle I done chose? Like, I've been bougie, like, you can't watch my child because X, Y, and Z. How am I gonna figure this out? But when you figure it out and you stick to what you say that you desire for your child, you feel good. You feel good. Okay. Why does it feel like the heat is on? Like, I don't understand. And where's my food? Why didn't brought my food out here? Been here for too long. They said 5:10 is 5:20 something. I should call them. They should give me free food. That's what should happen. What do you use as daily inspiration? I think I'm gonna finish this in a little bit because I need to check on my food. So thanks for being here. This is 20 minutes, so I'll probably just break this up. Bye, y'all.